Welcome back, Casuals Podcast.
Come
Nick and
on.
Gbaby.
Yes, sir.
Last episode we talked about AFC West a little bit. Got sidetracked with some other big news. Doesn't really look like there's any catching headlines today.
No headlines, no.
I don't know. If we're jumping into it.
Yeah, it seems pretty quiet. AFC North.
AFC North.
In my opinion, the most entertaining division.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
at least in the AFC.
Yeah, because
I think you could throw the NFC West in there as an entertaining division.
Yeah,
I'd say. But you got to take in consideration the Seahawks in the division as well. So,
yeah, but like with the AFC West, that's a jumpy division. But
I was about to say that's another entertaining division.
You already know what they're all going to do.
Yeah, I feel like I'd rather watch the Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Ravens than any of the other ones in the AFC West.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bengals. We got Bengals first, coming off
an insane year,
insane year,
which nobody expected, and they only got better.
Oh yeah,
they fixed the only problems they had, which was offensive line.
I know. I love the offensive line they added. What was it? I know they added La'el Collins.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I didn't write all of them down, but
added.
I know for a fact they got a lot of offensive line help. And that's really because the whole year it was like, if the Bengals look like this without an offensive line, imagine what they could do with one.
Yeah.
They finally got one, so.
I can't. Yeah, off the top of my head, it looks like they drafted a bunch of linemen.
Yeah. I had, for their draft picks, I know Dax Hill, Michigan safety. Michigan, man. He's tough. Supposedly he's balling out in camp.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because Jesse Bates isn't getting paid, which means he's not practicing, which means Dax Hill's taking a lot of them reps. Supposedly he looks pretty good.
What is going on with Jesse Bates? Do you think they pay him before the season starts?
I think you got to. I think you got to sit him down and be like, I know you want this money, but you're not as good as a Derwin James or a Minka.
Yeah.
Or one of them dudes that just got paid.
Yeah, so it looks like he's sitting out training camp. Because I believe he's on the franchise tag.
Yeah.
And he said, nah, give me my money.
Run me my money.
And I don't understand why they're not. He's only 25.
Yeah, I mean, he's
only 25 and he's top 10, top 5 safety in the NFL.
Are we about to run the safety debate again?
No.
No, we ran through our safeties. Yeah, but Jesse Bates, going off strictly safeties, definitely top 10.
Easily. Definitely deserves some money. And with Derwin James getting that huge extension.
I don't think he's Derwin James good money-wise. No. I don't think he's Minka good money-wise, but
he deserves to be
paid. If he can go a tick below Minka, I think that's perfect.
I think that they had to get the deal done before Derwin James got paid. I think now that Derwin James got paid, he's just going to expect so much more money now.
Good allude to him not getting paid.
Someone will pay him. Or he'll get traded or something.
And we didn't touch on Roquan Smith requesting. That happened a couple days ago.
That did happen a couple days ago. We'll get to that when we get to the Bears. Because the Bears are such a stinky organization. He's not going to get traded for a while.
I mean, not a good sign. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get there.
Come to Denver. Roquan Smith to Denver makes too much sense. That's like the only position they really. Anyway, Cincinnati, AFC North. Last year they went 10-7, made the playoffs. Obviously, Super Bowl run, Super Bowl losing slump next year.
No.
15-2.
15-2. Which, looking at it, it's like there's a couple games I can see him tossing. But I think with them only getting better, if they pay Jesse Bates and Jesse Bates plays, easily 15-2. I think the Cowboys week 2 and the Bills week 17.
Those are both wins for me.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I have them splitting with the Ravens. So yeah, we'll get to the Ravens. Gbaby's not a big Ravens fan this year.
Hell no.
Have a split with the Ravens, so I mean they play in Baltimore Sunday night. If I have that as a loss.
I'm not scared of Baltimore. I could go out there for the Bengals and put up yards against the Ravens.
Really?
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey,
Marcus
Peters. Oh,
Patrick Queen, Calais Campbell.
Yeah, looking at it now.
Put me out
Last
there.
episode, we ran all the secondary, all the safeties, all the corners, and never mentioned Marlon Humphrey once.
I said Marcus Peters before I said Marlon Humphrey.
All right, so yeah, if anyone's screaming at their phone or whatever they listen to this on, just trust the process because it's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah. So I have them losing to the Ravens because they're splitting. I have them losing. They play at Saints.
I'm not worried about the Saints.
Really?
Nah. I think the Saints are going to be decent. I like Jameis. I don't think he makes them insane.
Jameis is comedy, dude.
He is. I think they have a good offense, good defense. I think with Jameis though they're a little limited. I think surprise team.
Andy Dalton?
I think surprise team for Jimmy G is the Saints.
Really?
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes out there to the Saints.
I mean, unless Jameis just sucks. I don't think he's going to do that bad.
Well, this is the last year of his deal, isn't it? I was going to say, I thought he signed a 2-year. And what, they got Taysom Hill? They signed Andy Dalton. He's ginger though, so.
Souls. No souls. That means he could just light you up and not even show no remorse.
Not even care.
So then I have them. Ooh, I guess I have them splitting with the Steelers too.
That's insane. That's insane.
Splitting with the Steelers because they play.
I don't care how good the Steelers defense is. That offense is atrocious.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty. I mean, it's at Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris is their only good offensive player.
Johnson.
Injury prone. You're gonna say
don't talk about fantasy
George,
players.
George
Pickens.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
That man's a dog.
Not proven.
Not proven. Dude listens to Chief Keef pregame, and you hear about that? He got into an interview with someone. I saw it somewhere. I forget. They asked him what his pregame song was. It was he listened to Chief Keef before every game, and they said pregame snack and ramen. Chief Keef and ramen. Tell me he's not a dog. I mean, come on.
You see his nickname NFL Youngboy?
Yes, I did see that, dude. Because he's bullying kids off the line. I mean, if we're speaking about, we just talked about Dax Hill. He did it to Dax Hill in the college football playoff. That was a meme. Yeah. So I have them split with the Steelers because it's at Pittsburgh Sunday night. I like them there. And then I have them losing at Tampa Bay week 15.
See, that one I can see. That one is reasonable to me.
I have them. Oh, wait. That was only 4 because I have them split with the Browns too. That was more reasonable. I have that division all splitting together.
I don't.
Yeah.
See, the only reason I say they're gonna beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh is they're coming off a bye. Cincinnati's coming off a bye that week.
Coming off a bye at Pittsburgh, Sunday night game. It's gonna be a big game. But
they play the Panthers the week before that. The week before their bye. No offense to the Panthers, that's my team and all, but they could go out there, play their second and thirds and still win.
Right. Deshaun's suspended for 7, right?
6. As of now. We'll see how that happens.
Yeah. They didn't really lose much either.
No.
They lost Uzama to the Jets, but they got Hayden Hurst.
So I like Hayden Hurst.
I like Hayden Hurst too. CJ Uzama, I've seen a couple interviews with him. He's a cool dude.
He seems
he's just
really
like a down to earth dude.
Yeah.
Veteran guy. Joe Burrow and his appendix.
He's expected to be back week 1 though, right?
Yeah. But,
who's their backup?
He's practicing now. Dude, I couldn't even tell you.
It don't matter. Joe Burrow's like that.
Yeah, he is like that. He said someone said Jamar Chase picks his pregame outfits out.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me either. I know Jamar Chase got some up his sleeve there. But I guess we touched on a little bit, like Joe Burrow, what he did without an offensive line.
Oh yeah, without an offensive line to make the Super Bowl and it be an entertaining game. The fact that you added offensive line pieces, I don't see how they don't make the playoffs.
Oh no, yeah.
I think ceiling for them is Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
My ceiling for them. Oh yeah, I have. I got returned to Super Bowl. Yeah, I didn't think I did. Yeah,
and I think if we're going ceiling, I think win it. You got better. You didn't get worse.
That's true.
And you made the Super Bowl last year. Ceiling this year has got to be win it.
I think
that's their expectation.
If they can get through the AFC, they can. I think whoever's getting out of the AFC is probably winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. There's a couple teams in the NFC I have a couple questions about. Like, I don't know what the Eagles are going to look like. The Cowboys, who knows what they're going to look like.
My floor for them is that they're still making the playoffs, but they just don't make a deep run.
I think floor is they go 10-7 and miss the playoffs because the West is stacked.
Yeah, because if it wasn't, we'll touch on that.
Please talk about the Ravens. Oh my days!
I got Bengals Ravens in the playoffs, but if one of them teams slip up, it could be all for AFC West. So
yeah,
let's see. You look eager for the Ravens, so let's move on. Steelers first. It's Steelers first.
Okay.
We'll build a little intensity.
We'll do the Steelers first.
We'll do the Steelers. They had a tie last year. That's a little funky to see. 9-7-1.
They tied with a stinky team, didn't they? I swear they tied with like the Jaguars. Hold on, I gotta check that.
Was it the Lions?
Ooh, that's low-key a shout. Hold on, let me look here. Because it was one of those ones that went to overtime and it's like, all right, like all they have to do is kick a field goal. Was that the game that Chris Boswell got lit up and got injured?
I cannot tell you. I don't even remember what I had for dinner tonight.
Hold on, let me see here. They tied with the Lions 16-16. I want to say that was the game Boswell got hurt.
What week was that? Like,
week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Week 9. Smack dab in the middle of the year.
Wow. That was the record last year. I got them going 6-11 this year.
I also have them going 6-11.
I say 6-11, which is obviously a losing season, but I would not be surprised if they somehow have a winning season just because Tomlin's that dude.
They got Mike Tomlin, Najee Harris, George Pickens. You like George Pickens, but
love George Pickens.
I like him too. I just don't know how he's gonna hold his own. Like if he's gonna hold, I'm assuming he'll hold his own. It's NFL young boy. But
he's gonna hold his own.
I don't know what his like stats are gonna look like.
Yeah, I mean,
and then is Deontay Johnson gonna stay? Is Deontay Johnson gonna stay healthy?
Hopefully, he's my wide receiver too in fantasy.
Mitch Trubisky. Does Kenny Pickett see the field?
Yes.
Think. You were telling me earlier. Wasn't he having a stinky camp?
He was. He was running with the threes at one point, but I think he's working his way up. He had a good. I don't know if you watched the Steelers preseason game.
I didn't get a chance to.
I thought he sold. It was like game-winning drive, fourth quarter. He was in. He fumbled, and then they got the ball back somehow.
Did a fake slide.
Yeah. And then he got the ball. The Steelers got the ball back somehow. They can let a game winning. He looked pretty good.
I don't. Well, I mean, he knows what he's doing though.
He knows. That's what
in that at least in that stadium, like, because that stadium's so hard to play in, is what I've heard. Is that stadium's hard to play in, and the fact that you've been playing in it for
like 5 years. Yeah. I say this. I haven't heard many people agree with me, but I think Kenny Pickett was perfect to go to Pittsburgh. That's makes too much sense for him to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, you play all your college ball there, 5 years, you have experience going there, and then you just stay right in the city and pick up where you left off in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, is Kenny Pickett a first round pick? I don't know. I guess we'll see, but
yeah. The fact that he was the first quarterback taken in he went in like the 20s or late teens.
I think it was 21 the dot, was it?
I think something like that, yeah.
I know.
He was like late teens, early 20s, somewhere in that range.
George Pickens, obviously. Calvin Austin, wide receiver from Memphis. Because the Steelers just know how to draft wide receivers.
Yeah.
That's just their thing. And then
shout out to Antonio Brown.
Oh, definitely. Shout out CTE too. CTE Awareness Month. I don't know what that is, but it should be.
I don't think it's a month.
Well, it should be after that bullshit Antonio Brown tweeted. Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing a bunch out of Steelers camp that it's basically anyone's job. I think Trubisky's pulling away, but for a second,
I've heard Trubisky's looked the best.
Yeah, but for a second they were like, "Oh, like don't count Rudolph out,"
which is
the offense,
which is crazy.
But
don't they got Josh Dobbs too?
Throw him in there. And I called this, and I'm gonna stick with it today.
Huh.
So before, this was probably a couple days to weeks after the draft, and I wrote down, I said, Steelers have always been good at drafting wide receivers. Expect Pickens to be a dog. I said it then, I'm saying it now, and I'll say it again at the end of the year. Pickens is going to be a dog, I swear to God.
You better hope so, or else your fantasy team's kind of done.
I know. I better hope that all the AFC North teams do good.
You took a couple flyers on your fantasy team. Be interesting to see how that plays out.
I'm 0 for 1 right now. I took Kenneth Walker, and he's already going through surgery.
Why? I mean, I took 2 flyers. I took D-Hop and Deshaun. So,
Mr. Sticky Fingers.
Herbert Myers 2.0.
Yeah. 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 I'm saying a goal for the Steelers is just don't finish last.
I think they can. It wouldn't surprise me if they sneak into the playoffs. Just because they have that history. Tomlin's an insane coach. They have an insane defense.
I know. You look at the Steelers, you look at what Tomlin's done, nothing should surprise you at this point. I mean
the fact that they made the playoffs last year is insane.
I know. Big Ben in a damn wheelchair. Yeah, that was tragic. Remember Big Ben, literally an interview before that game, he was like, yeah, they're playing the Chiefs, weren't they? Yeah, they were like, yeah, we're probably not gonna win, but we're just gonna go out there and have fun.
They got blown up by like 20.
What do you guys' ceiling for them?
Ceiling? Sneak into the playoffs as a wild card, the last wild card team.
Yeah.
And then floor is last in the division. Last in the division, under 500.
Yeah. I'm saying their ceiling is just... I'm not saying their ceiling is playoffs. I'm saying their ceiling could be just another season with Mike Tomlin. Because he's never had a losing season.
Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season?
You can fact check that. I'm almost 100% positive he's never had a losing season.
I'll take your word for it.
Because a bunch of people preseason were like, this is probably the worst team Mike Tomlin's had. Well, he snapped the streak. So, yeah, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. Will this be the team that breaks the streak?
I think definitely with Mike Tomlin, they can sneak in the playoffs. But I think ceiling for them is top 10 pick. Floor. I think floor is top 10 pick.
Yeah. If Trubisky comes out here and he's the same Trubisky we saw, same Trubisky starter we saw in like Chicago days, and then maybe they try to bring in Kenny Pickett. He has some growing pains year one, and that falling from there, and that's their floor for me.
What was Trubisky's contract? Do you know how many years off the top of your head?
No.
Let me see if I can find that. I wonder if it's a 1-year deal. Or like what that looks like. Because I wonder how they'll play that if it's a 2-year deal. So do you think, even though he's on a 2-year deal, you still think Kenny Pickett sees the field?
If Trubisky isn't getting it done.
I mean, he came from a great spot in Buffalo.
Oh, I know. If he was able to learn from Josh Allen a little bit, I would like to see Trubisky do good.
Yeah, I feel like he was kind of overhated in Chicago.
He took him to the playoffs.
And he had an insane game against the Saints. If Jericho Sims, is that his name? Dropped the pass in the end zone. You remember that? The over the shoulder.
Only because it was on what do they do for that? He won the MVP. Was it Dustin Tony Gonzalez? Nickelodeon. They were on the Nickelodeon.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, that's because I remember him dropping that pass. Like I tuned in for like a second.
I think they would have won that game if he catches that.
Yeah, it was something
because it was a close game.
Yeah.
Also, I like Trubisky. I do.
Shout out that Nickelodeon game because it seems like every year they have that on, someone just screams the F word on there in front of all those little kids trying to get into the game. We already sucked off Mike Tomlin enough, so
let's move on.
Baltimore.
Let me go first.
Right, I'll give you the reins.
Let me go first.
Take over.
Because I want to talk and then I need to hear your explanation for this stuff. So I have the Ravens at 9-8. They lost their best receiver in Hollywood Brown. Rashad Bateman is not a wide receiver 1.
Bateman breakout year.
He's not a wide receiver 1. Any other team, give it maybe a couple, like a handful of teams, he's not a number 1 receiver on any of those teams. On any team except like a handful. All the running backs are coming off injury. Lamar Jackson is not going to get paid. He's going to be unhappy playing all year.
You don't think so?
He gave him a week 1 deadline. That's like 2 weeks away.
Russ.
And then I think their defense is in. I think they have a top 15 defense, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Like, I think they need help at linebacker. I think their D-line's okay. Their secondary's You got Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters, but I seen videos of Kyle Hamilton getting burnt in camp.
He's a safety, though.
He got burnt.
He did get burnt. He got burnt by...
And when your best wide receiver is Rashad Bateman and you're getting burnt in camp, I don't know. Seems a little fishy to me.
Is
The only good part, they have a couple good players on that team. Mark Andrews, Calais Campbell.
Don't forget Marlon Humphrey this time.
Marlon Humphrey. Marcus Peters is in.
Marcus Peters.
I guess I got to go out there and I guess I have to put Lamar in there. People are going to rag on Lamar's throwing stats this year, but he's got nobody to throw to, so I'm going to give him a pass this year.
Yeah, his receiving core is kind of tragic. It's literally just Bateman, and then I think it drops all the way down to like Devin Duvernay.
Yeah. For me personally, I have them at 9-8. I don't see the Ravens as a 10-win team. In all honesty,
I'm seeing a lot of hype with the Ravens.
I want to hear. I'm excited for this. Come on,
all right,
get it out the way.
All right, here we go.
What do you got the Ravens at?
12-5.
What? Are you joking?
12-5.
Are they winning the division?
I think I have them winning the division, but that is not how I intended that to work out. That is how the simulator worked itself out.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Let me fact check that for you. Yeah, they're winning the division.
division champs with Rashad Bateman as wide receiver 1, J.K. Dobbins RB1.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
Looking at this, Ravens, I have them going 12-5 in division, 3-3. Bengals coming in second place, 12-5, 3-3. I don't know how it works itself out. It does that. I don't know how.
I have them 2-4 in the division.
Really?
I have them. Where do I have them here? They split with the Browns and split with the Steelers.
Lose both to the Bengals. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, Bengals and Ravens look to have the same record and everything. So if I could flip that, I would put Bengals first. If they have the same everything, I'm putting Bengals 1. I'm putting Baltimore 2.
They don't have an easy schedule though either. They play the Dolphins. They play the NFC East and the AFC East and the NFC South. So they play the Dolphins. They play the Patriots. They play the Bills. They play the Bucks. They play the Saints. And they play the Broncos.
Okay. So I have them. So let's say Deshaun Watson plays in that Week 7 game. First game in Cleveland. I have them losing.
It's in Baltimore.
Game. What?
It's in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, Baltimore. Sorry. All right. In Baltimore. I have them losing that game.
In Baltimore.
I have them losing that game.
I have them winning that game.
Really?
In Baltimore?
I have them losing to the Broncos.
I also have them losing to the Broncos.
I have them splitting with the Steelers, so I have them losing at the Steelers. Week 4.
Yeah, same.
And I have them splitting with the Bengals, so I have them losing at the end of the year, the Bengals.
Yes.
Then I have them losing to... I have the Patriots beating them in Week 3.
I don't.
At New England. I think that's 5, right?
I think they start out 3-0. They beat the Jets. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Patriots. Too. You have them losing to the Patriots.
Yeah, but I have the first 2 as wins.
Which is interesting. The Bills lost.
I have them beating the Bills.
Interesting.
I'm a high. I like the Ravens. I do. I have them.
What in your head can make you think that they're going to beat the Bills?
If we're being completely honest
it's
here,
week 4. Week 4.
If we're being completely honest, I think... I don't know. I think they're going to beat the Bills. I mean, the way it worked out, like, I had the Bills going, like, 15-2.
I'm 17-0, and I'm completely happy with it.
Well, yeah, I didn't like that, so I have them losing there, or winning there.
That's crazy.
I have them beating the Bengals, Week 5, beating the Giants. I have them beating the Bucks at Tampa Bay, Thursday Night Football. And then the next week, right after that, Week 9, I have them beating the Saints in New Orleans, Monday Night Football. Stamp it.
The Saints, I can understand. Beating the Bucks and the Bills? Hell no.
Bucks, Bills, Saints, stamp it.
Hell no.
Stamp it.
No.
That could bite me, but I don't even care. The Ravens are my version of your Bills.
Which is crazy because I have the Bills going 20-0.
I know, and I have the Bills. If you really think that this is as crazy as it is, then
do you have them first round exit in the playoffs, or you have them winning in the playoffs?
I think I have them first round exit.
Who do you have them playing?
Yes, I have them playing the Chiefs in the first round, and the Chiefs beat them.
Well, I don't have the Chiefs in the playoffs, so
our playoff brackets are very different, but that's what makes it fun. I thought they had a great draft. I say
winning the division. Are you? No way, bro. I'm not taking this.
Nah, I said stamp it, yo. I'm moving on to the draft. I love their draft.
Over the Browns. I'm assuming Deshaun Watson comes back after week 6.
So I don't think he will, but yes,
assuming he comes back after week 6. Over the Browns. Over the Bengals, who just went to the Super Bowl and only got better.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Oh
my
Give me the Ravens. I like them. I mean, all their best players come. Okay, they are coming off injury, yes. But that is a legit team when they're all healthy.
Yeah, but J.K. Dobbins and their 2 running backs are coming off injury.
It's okay. They got Mike Davis in the offseason.
Oh, yeah, that'll help. That'll help. Don't worry, Mike Davis is... Don't worry.
Don't worry. Mike Davis is here to stay.
Shiny bald head's going to lead him to the playoffs.
That dude's like 20. Looks like he's like 40. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
When that team is healthy, they're scary.
I'm not buying it.
It's okay. We'll check back in later.
All right, let's go through the draft.
Thank you, because I thought they had the best draft in...
Over the Jets?
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Interesting.
They had a great draft.
Because you're high on the Jets draft.
I am high on the Jets draft, but I think the Ravens have
over the Eagles. They drafted Nakobe Dean, Jordan Davis, and they traded for AJ Brown.
Yes. I'm basing it off just draft.
Okay.
Because their first 3 picks, all 3 of them could be first round picks.
Who you got? Who did they draft? Kyle Hamilton,
obviously, and I don't know how he fell to double digits.
Burton Camp.
He has range.
He got torched on a poster out.
Doesn't matter. I didn't say he's got range when he's playing fucking press. When he's playing his natural position as safety, he's got range. He looks.
Hold on,
he looks like a pro.
I'm gonna find this video while you go through the draft.
I know. I know a video about to pull up. It's some like random white dude from like a D3 college, but I think, and I was watching Ravens preseason game. He plays like he's like one of those guys that he's a rookie but plays like a pro.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who? What's his name?
Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, you're talking about Kyle Hamilton.
He plays like a pro. Sure. Unless he has to line up in press coverage against a 5'8" white guy out of South Utah State. Then he plays like a rookie.
Oh, I found it.
Oh no.
I mean, bro, there's like 10 yards of separation there. There's 10 yards of separation there.
Trust, yo, he's got range. He's tough.
Your first round pick is getting cooked by a 5'8" white boy.
Don't matter.
For 10 yards of separation.
No matter. Who was that guy? Who was that receiver?
It didn't say in the video. It said,
he got cooked.
It said Ravens Kyle Hamilton gets cooked by a nobody. Obviously it's a nobody. Their best wide receivers are Rashad Bateman.
I know. Anyone other than Rashad Bateman's a nobody. But don't quote me, but I think that dude that burned him might have got cut too.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So
imagine getting cut by a guy that doesn't even have a job. Guy got cooked by a guy that doesn't even have a job.
Got cooked by a Subway employee.
That's not my first round pick. That's not my first round pick.
Okay. Second. Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa. They need a center to fill that spot. I like that a lot.
That's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
I can get behind that one. Pause.
And then David Ajabo, linebacker from Michigan. They got him in like the second, third round?
Come on. Meat ride. Come on.
All right. So, okay, he's not going to play this year. Towards Achilles, whatever he did in workouts.
Oh, that'll help him get to the playoffs.
But when I'm talking just strictly draft, like when he comes back, getting him in the third round, that's going to be insane. Cook off the edge, I really like. I was watching him all year. He's going to be tough.
Okay.
Isaiah Likely, tight end, Coastal Carolina. He's been balling out in camp.
That'll help, especially now that they have Mark Andrews. That'll help. 1-2
punch, balling out, trust process.
I guess with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, you're going to run a lot of 2 tight end sets.
Yes, exactly. Trust process. And then, I don't really know much about this dude. I just threw him on here because he's 6'8", 384. Tackle from Minnesota. Filele. That is some
mass. Get filet-laid.
That is some mass at the tackle position. 6'8", 384, dude. That's a bulldozer. Give me that all day. Thank you very much.
Probably got slow feet, though.
I don't even care. Just clog that line up.
Clogging something up.
Yeah. Pause. They had a Marcus Williams, the dude that was eating turf pebbles on that Stephon Diggs touchdown catch. That's a tough pickup. Maybe Kyle Hamilton could teach him a couple things.
yeah, Kyle Hamilton.
Looks like he taught Kyle Hamilton some things. Kyle Fuller came over from Denver, corner, and then obviously Mike Davis. Obviously Mike Davis.
Such a big pickup.
1, 2, 3 punch.
1, 2, 3, 4 pickup. Or
punch.
Yeah, that's the word. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4 punch.
Who's 4?
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
They lost Hollywood Brown.
I think that's a huge loss. I don't think it's not going to show on paper because Lamar Jackson never found him. But that's a huge loss.
I don't think he really did anything though.
I'm not saying it's a huge loss in terms of he had insane production. I'm saying it's a huge loss in terms of just good football player.
I think he's a good loss as in a corner has to cover him.
Yeah.
So now that number 1.
Now you got somebody on Devin Duvernay.
You got to put someone on him. I mean, can't leave him open.
And they lost Sammy Watkins.
Oh no. The week 1 MVP every year.
I should pick him up in fantasy for the first week.
Do it. Late flyer.
No, I play you first week. I'm not doing that.
You do.
I'm not doing
don't
that.
do that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, don't do it because maybe I'll do it.
Please.
Right. You want to put money on week 1? Week 1 fantasy?
I'll put money on it. Hold on, let me check your team out. Why you keep
I'm projected to beat
about
you by like 15 points, bro.
Yeah, but you're in now. Your team's not that good.
Yes, it is. Allen Robinson's about to go off week 1 against the Bills. Thursday night primetime.
Lamar Jackson against the Jets. Not worried. Joe Mixon
against the Jets? Stop.
Joe Mixon against Pittsburgh. I'm actually not worried about that one.
I wouldn't be either.
J.K. Dobbin against the Jets. If he plays, I mean, maybe.
Worried. He's back in camp.
Not worried. Jamar Chase against Pittsburgh.
Not worried. Who's going to cover him? Joe Hayden?
Minka Fitzpatrick. They'll double him. Deontay Johnson against Cincy. Hell no, not worried.
Eli Apple, I would be worried.
Travis Kelce, I guess. Allen Robinson against Buffalo.
Come on.
You're big on Allen Robinson, but
I'm huge on Allen Robinson.
You forget Cooper Kupp's there.
Don't matter.
New England defense against Miami. Miami's torching them.
Yeah, I don't.
And then you got Justin Tucker, so I mean.
Dog.
You're projected to be by 10 points.
Yeah.
But I can make that up. I ain't worried.
Who do you have? Like, what's your lineup look like against who?
I got Derek Carr against the Chargers, which I'll probably end up swapping out for somebody. CMC against Cleveland.
Worried.
I got CMC at the 7th pick, by the way.
Worried for you.
Okay. Cam Akers against Buffalo. They said
Von Miller eats him up.
Okay. They said they just came out today and said his injury isn't serious, so he should be good to go.
Cam Akers?
Yeah. Diggs against the Rams.
That's gonna be a good matchup.
That is gonna be a good matchup.
I'm actually excited for that.
Chris Godwin against Dallas if he plays.
Oh my God, he's torturing his shit.
Hunter Henry against Miami. DJ Moore against Cleveland. And then as of right now, I have Dallas's defense against Tampa Bay, but that'll probably get switched out.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I have Young Lake Hill. I got Brandon Cooks on the bench though.
Who do they play?
Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson against Jacksonville, but I've been seeing apparently Antonio Gibson has been.
Oh my God!
I saw a TikTok, so I don't know what to believe from it, but apparently he was running special teams.
Dude, he's like blocking punts. He's running. He's one of the flyers that run down when they punt the ball, and then he's on the side, just like trying to. He's on punt coverage, yeah, because he's had a bunch of like ball security issues, and then on his like second or first or second drive of preseason, he fumbles again. So they probably had it with him.
I also had Damian Pearson. He's gonna have an insane year.
Yeah, Gavin had the pick before me. You took Pierce before me. You did. And
I put you on a round earlier and let you have a chance at him, and you said no.
I know, you were gonna do me dirty. I was gonna do you dirty, but picked him. And then you did that to Brandon Cooks too.
Yeah.
I wanted Brandon Cooks. I had my finger over him.
You did that to me with.
Waiting for him.
Hold on. You did that to me with somebody. Let me look at your team here. I want to say it was Deontay Johnson. No, it was Allen Robinson.
Oh.
I wanted Allen Robinson. You took him the pick before me.
I needed to leave the draft with Allen Robinson. I did that. I did that to Dalton with Gabe Davis. I'm sitting there. We're in our basement drafting. I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear him just scream out. He's like, "Oh, dude, I hope Gabe Davis is up when I pick. I'm gonna pick him."
I have to take him at that point.
You gotta take him. To be fair, I was looking at him before that, but
I feel that.
shout out Dalton.
I mean, like. But anyways, yeah. Back off our tangent.
Do you want to go off again because you want to hear my ceiling?
Yeah.
Let me shield this from you. Yeah. Exact quote from him.
You.
Me.
For people that are just listening. You.
Me. Lamar shuts up all doubters, goes nuts, and wins division.
Fuck no, baby.
That's a ceiling.
Yeah, maybe if it was like the ceiling of the Eiffel Tower.
Ceiling.
Their ceiling is wild card. I don't think they won.
Really?
I don't think they won the division.
Really?
I don't think they won the division. To me, they're not better than the Browns. If Deshaun Watson plays, they're not better than the Browns or the Bengals.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are better. I like the Bengals. But
You said it yourself, the Bengals should have won the division. But the simulation had it worked out different.
Yeah, I did say that. Just a clarification, if anyone. The simulation put Ravens over Bengals to win the division, but they have the same record and everything, so I don't know how that works out. But if I were to do it with that same thing, I'd put Bengals over Ravens.
It's kind of crazy.
But
Which is crazy.
Their floor, I do agree with you. I say here, some guys aren't the same coming off ACL tears. Ooh.
They need Le'Veon Bell back.
Okay. I think I made this before Deshaun Watson news broke.
Mm-hmm.
I could just be saying they covered my ass, but because I don't really know when I made this, but they finished, their floor is to finish second in the division and playing for a wild card spot.
As their floor?
Yes.
Hell no. Even without Deshaun Watson.
Really?
I think if Deshaun Watson,
I think it's a good
I think
floor.
if Deshaun Watson does get suspended for the whole year, I think Jimmy G's gets traded that same week.
Probably.
And I think then they definitely make the playoffs over the Ravens. I think whatever happens with Deshaun Watson, the Bengals or the Browns will work it out and they'll make the playoffs.
do you think the Browns are making the playoffs with Jimmy G?
If they get Jimmy G, yeah.
I can't agree with you on that one.
What? Jimmy G's a Super Bowl quarterback. Just like Jared Goff is. You know who's not a Super Bowl quarterback? Lamar Jackson.
Garoppolo.
Experience. You said it.
I did.
You said it earlier.
I did.
Experience.
Garoppolo is I have the entire team ready to win a Super Bowl. All I need is someone to take the snaps under center. Quarterback.
I say that's what the Browns have. The Browns have a good defense, an insane run game, good offensive line. I don't know what their wide receiver core looks like now because they lost a lot. They did bring in Amari Cooper.
I'm after Amari Cooper. I don't think it's much. But Amari Cooper's no Deebo Samuel.
No.
And David Njoku isn't.
But you don't need
Kittle.
But you don't need Deebo Samuel to be Deebo Samuel when you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. Do you want to do a little Niners Browns comparison? I don't know. Because
that'd be hard. I don't know the Niners roster. Like, I don't know their defense off the top of my head to compare defenses.
I know the Niners. I don't know the Browns. But I know.
Jimmy. Okay, so Trey Lance, or do you want to do Deshaun or Jacoby, or do you want to do Jimmy G? I guess Jimmy G's not technically a lock to go to the Browns yet.
Technically not. No.
I think I'm taking Deshaun.
I'm taking Deshaun, but as a player.
Kareem Hunt or Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb or Eli Mitchell, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk.
Okay, yes, they have a better run game. I can agree with that. I think Niners have better everything else.
Really?
I mean, I think they have a better receiving core. You got Ayuk, you got Debo Samuel. The Browns have what? Njoku? I think they got rid of Austin Hooper.
They have Amari Cooper. Done with People Jones.
Shout out. No, but like Njoku to Kittle, Debo to Amari Cooper.
I feel like they both have good offensive lines. I wouldn't say one's significantly better than the other.
Yeah, I would say that too. But I think I'd take Niners defense over Browns.
I don't know.
It's a toss up. They're both good.
I feel like the Browns. Now this might be crazy to say. I feel like the Browns have a better defensive line than the Niners.
Ooh. Bosa or Garrett?
Garrett.
It's a grown man, dude. Garrett.
Bro, you see the videos of him playing pickup basketball?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. No discredit to Nick Bosa, but
yeah, Bosa's a dog too, but Garrett's different breed.
Myles Garrett is crazy. I mean, bro, he's got that dog in him. You seen him beat Mason Rudolph with the helmet? Oh yeah, he got that dog in him.
He can swing that thing
and
around.
He plays in the dog pound. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, certified dog.
Certified dog.
Well, I mean, I guess we're already talking about the Browns, so
I got him at 10-7. Now this is bearing. I mean, this is with Deshaun Watson currently being suspended only 6 games.
Yes.
Although I saw Roger Goodell is appealing the suspension and wants it a full season. Well, no, they want it. Well, they want an indefinite suspension with a minimum of 1 year. Is what I saw. I could be wrong.
No, that is what it is.
And Deshaun Watson said what he'd take $1 million fine and 9 games. $5 million fine and 9 games.
Yeah, something like that. 8-9 games.
I mean, if we want to look at it, 9 games. Their 9th week, or sorry, their 10th week because they have a bye week 9. Right. The Panthers, even without Deshaun, they should win that game. The Jets, without Deshaun, they should win that game.
Wait, what are you looking at?
The Browns schedule. Without
week
Deshaun,
10?
Yeah, because it'd be 9 games, and they have a bye week 9.
I got Dolphins week 10.
Yeah, I'm going from the top. I'm saying their record if he gets suspended.
Okay, we're on the same page.
So week 1 they play the Panthers.
I think it's an L.
You're saying Baker revenge game.
Yes, I love my revenge games, bro. I got Joe Flacco revenge game. I got Russell Wilson revenge game. Give me Baker revenge game week 1 dub.
I think the Browns should win that.
They probably will, but I just like the revenge game, so I put that as an L.
Jets Browns. I got the Browns. Steelers Browns. I have the Browns, but I can see it being a toss-up. I feel like Jacoby Brissett and Mitch Trubisky are on the same level.
Yeah, I have them splitting, so that's the game that the Browns played home, so I'm taking Browns on Thursday Night Football.
Falcons, they should win.
Dub.
The Chargers, they'll lose that one.
Yeah.
The Patriots, I think they'll win that one.
I have them losing the Patriots.
Really? Interesting. The Ravens, I have the Ravens. Week 7.
I have them splitting, so I just have them winning that game.
And then they play the Bengals. I think they'll lose.
I have them splitting with the Bengals also.
And then the bye. And then week 10, coming off a bye, the last game of the suspension, they play the Dolphins in Miami. That one I feel like is a toss-up, but I have them winning that game.
So do I. And then I have them losing to the Bills. I have them beating the Bucks. They beating the Bucks.
Week 10, as of right now, I have them at 6-4.
I have them at 5-3. But that's because of the Panthers game.
Oh, yeah.
So we're on the same page with that.
So, like, their first 10 games aren't terrible. I feel like some of those are toss-ups. You could easily go 6-4.
even if it stays 6, I think without Deshaun Watson, if you can get through them 6 games, 3-3, I think that's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have them
Even
4-2.
Even if they do the 9 games even if they do the 9 games, I still think 6-3 or 5-4.
That's not even.
And then they play. I mean, after that they play the Bills, Bucks, which is going to be L's. But then they play the Texans, they play the Bengals, the Ravens, the Saints, the Commanders, and then the Steelers. Those are all winnable games after the Bucks.
I haven't beaten the Bucks. But yeah.
The Bucks are coming off a bye that week.
Are they? I was not aware.
They are.
But don't matter. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
So what do you have them finishing at?
In division wise?
No. Just in total.
Like total wins?
Yeah.
I have them 10-7.
That's what I have. But you have them missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
I have them 10-7 making the playoffs.
I have them missing the playoffs because I have the Ravens higher than you.
Them stinky ass Ravens.
Yeah, I got my playoffs. I mean, I guess we'll get to that later, but I got Bills, Colts, 3 in the AFC West, and then Ravens, Bengals for my AFC.
Interesting. The Ravens. I still can't believe the Ravens in the playoffs. Oh my goodness. That's so insane to me.
You're gonna see. What should I do if the Ravens make the playoffs? Yours was jumping on this table on fire.
That's if the Bills don't go 17-0.
Yeah.
If the Ravens don't make the playoffs. Well, that's a good question. What should we do?
I don't know.
I think Naked Mile. Naked Mile?
That's a felony. I know we're talking about the Browns, but that's a felony.
We could do our fantasy punishment and handcuff you to somebody for a night.
Why am I losing a fantasy?
Some of those teams on that fantasy league are a little stinky. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe Gallon, my dog. That is my dog.
Drafted
2 kickers,
2 kickers, 2 defenses, 2 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends.
Didn't you say he only has 2 running backs on his entire roster?
He has 2 running backs on his entire roster. RIP Joe Garon's.
I'm gonna make. I have like 4 running backs on my bench. I'll trade him a running back for one of his best players.
Good idea.
Joe Garon, if you want to trade, you need a running back. How about you, boy? I got you. I got you for the low. Trust. I got you.
All right. I got some late flyers I could use for maybe a quarterback. See how Lamar does. But
according to you, Lamar's gonna have an insane year.
He's about to go nuts, make the playoffs.
Oh my goodness! Oh my.
Let us see. I'm kind of excited to at the end of the year look back on this.
I am
see how wrong or see how right we were.
Right, I was wrong. You were, because golly, the Ravens making the playoffs. What? I can't back it.
Hey, we're gonna see. High hopes.
That's so insane to me. That's so insane to me. Yeah. I don't understand. Coming off all the injuries that they had last year, and
they're all healthy now. That was last year. What did they finish last year? Did we write that? I wrote that down. What did they finish? They went 8-9 last year with all them injuries. You're thinking they're gonna go 8-9 with everyone healthy again?
Yeah.
Really?
Rashad Bateman's their best player. In the receiving core, Rashad Bateman is their best receiver.
Rashad Bateman, yeah. I mean, all they lost was Mark. How many yards did Marquise Brown have last year?
Not a lot, but I mean, no offense, but Lamar Jackson's throwing the ball.
Oh, good.
They got
shut up the doubters. He's about to shut Gbaby up right here.
If Lamar Jackson has another MVP type year, I'll double down on the table. If the Bills don't go 17-0, and if Lamar Jackson has I'll double them up. I'll put them together. So if one happens and one doesn't, then I'm not jumping to the table. They both got to happen. If Lamar is an MVP candidate or has a quote unquote MVP type year, which we'll have to determine, I'm fighting.
Okay.
I'll fight for my life on that one.
Okay, yeah.
And then if the Bills don't go 17-0, I swear, if the Bills lose week 1 to the Rams, I'm gonna be so pressed. I'm gonna be so impressed if they lose week 1 of the Rams.
That would kill your whole season. That would suck. And you would lose your whole. You're putting all your reputation on the line too.
Yeah, I'm confident though.
I mean, I'm not dissing you. I hope they do. I hope they beat the Rams week 1. I would love the Bills to go 20-0 and win a Super Bowl. That'd be insane. I love the Bills this year. Love Josh Allen.
And then I'll jump through the table. I kind of just want to jump through the table.
We gotta use it for
other
recreational purposes first.
Recreational activity.
We gotta get some use out of it first.
Maybe we'll paint it and then I'll jump through it.
That's a lot of work to paint it just to ruin it. But yes,
we'll get somebody to paint it.
Yeah,
because I cannot be asked to paint it. I'm not artistic.
Yeah, unless we just put stickers on it. Call it a day.
Just get like a giant fat head.
Whoa, this thing was like $50,
bro. Jumping through a $50 table is kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
It'd be worth it though. That would be so worth it. This John's sturdy?
Hey now.
It's a little sturdy. Sorry, that was probably really loud. That's probably really loud.
Ears.
You guys can't see it, but we're looking at the audio levels, and when I hit it, them Johns spiked up.
maybe we'll put a little warning in there.
Yeah, maybe.
At 56 minutes, cover your ears.
Cover your ears.
You just skip by that a little bit. Yeah, we still gotta get to. That's it. No.
Yeah.
Browns.
That was the Browns. We just did. We didn't really go through their draft or like their series. We'll retouch on the Browns here. Their draft.
Close it up. We'll touch on the Browns. Deshaun Watson probably heard that from a mile away. Touch him.
Oh my God,
Mr. Masturbator himself. Here we go. Key ads Deshaun Watson right off the bat. Hot and heavy hitter. Hot and heavy loader. Big pickup if he can be on the field, even though it didn't look like a big pickup.
I was about to say it is a stinky preseason game. I'm surprised
1 for 5
the preseason game.
Me too, dude. That was funny. I have
like, bro, in Jackson, like, bro, guy was getting torched by
Jacksonville's fans. I got some balls saying that, but oh my gosh, their rookies were, I think they were underrated. They got that Jerome Ford, running back from Cincy. He did really good in the preseason, I heard.
For the Browns?
Yeah. And
I think... You think Kareem Hunt gets traded? He requested a trade.
He did, but the Browns denied it.
They said they don't want to trade him. He said what? Either give me a contract extension or trade me?
Yeah. Something like that. But like, how much money does he expect to get? Because...
that's a good question.
It's already been...
If I'm the Browns, I'd trade him.
For what? I don't know if I'd trade him. I like that as a 1-2 punch.
I'd trade him for a receiver.
Thunder and lightning?
Trade him for a receiver. You drafted a running back. Put your balls on the table. Trust your scouts.
He looked good.
I'd trade Kareem.
He was from Bama and then transferred to Cincy. It was on that Desmond Ridder, Alec Pierce championship team.
What teams need a running back that have receivers? Eagles. The Eagles.
Yeah, but who are they going to give? They're not going to give up Devontae Smith. They're not going to give up AJ Brown.
The Niners. Do they need a running back? Low key, but they don't really have any receivers to give up.
Unless you're giving up.
I don't think they give up Ayuk for Kareem Hunt.
I don't think I'd want Ayuk for Kareem Hunt. I think I'd want more.
Yeah.
I have this note written down somewhere when I was watching the game about the Browns. Well, they booed Deshaun Watson to start the game when he was coming out for the drive, and then as he's taking his first snap back, they chant "You sick fuck."
Yeah, shout out to Jacksonville fans. Shout out to Jacksonville fans.
That gave me a laugh. Yeah, Deshaun Watson 1 for 5, 7 yards, and they didn't get a single first down while Deshaun Watson was on the field.
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, you expect him to be rusty, but like, Yeah, this Jerome Ford I was just talking about, I also wrote that down. He had over 100 total yards and 2 scores.
Dang.
Yeah.
So would you trade Kareem Hunt for Gabe Davis?
Ooh, I like Gabe Davis.
But I feel like if you're gonna trade, if you're the Bills and a running back is your need, I feel like I'd trade Gabe Davis for. Because I mean,
position value as a thing.
I mean, looking at this, I don't really see any other team that you could realistically go to. I mean, the Eagles are a team that comes to mind because apparently Miles Sanders is stinking the bed.
I mean, you could always give him to Seattle and give him Lockett or something.
Yeah, that is true. Thank you. I really don't see another team that could. I was gonna say the Ravens because of J.K. Dobbins, but you're not gonna trade him to the Ravens.
You're not gonna trade your number one.
I was gonna say the Chiefs, but get him back to Kansas City. But who are you gonna trade for? Like, who are you gonna give up?
They want him back.
Well, you're gonna trade Mecole Hardman for Kareem Hunt?
Trade a hurt player. Speaking of, remember what was it? The Dolphins traded Adam Shaheen to that tight end to whoever, I forget who, probably Texans, I think. But they traded him and he couldn't pass a physical, so he just got put on IR. So the Dolphins were trying to trade a guy that they knew that was getting on IR. That's some shady shit.
I really don't see another team here that's like that needs a running back. Like, genuinely. Unless you're saying Kareem Hunt is better than James Conner. Trade him to the Cardinals.
I would say so.
I mean, you lost Chase Edmonds.
Bro, you need that pass catching back, but I don't know.
We'll see what happens to Kareem Hunt. It'll be interesting to see.
We'll see. That will be interesting.
That's for sure.
Well, other than that, I mean, they lost Jarvis Landry, Rashard Higgins, Baker. I'm a big Baker guy.
I like Baker.
I
feel like I have to like Baker. He's on my team now. So.
I like Baker a lot. I think Brown.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean,
that was messed up.
At the end of the day, I feel like forget the off the field stuff. I'd rather have Deshaun Watson than Baker Mayfield.
If we're going solely off players' ability,
take Deshaun Watson all day.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I think they lost their starting center, season-ending knee injury, and then their backup center just got hurt too. So that's a little messed up. But other than that,
trade Kareem Hunt for a lineman.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we touched on everything else. I was saying, what's your ceiling for them though?
For the Browns?
For the Browns.
Ceiling? With if Deshaun Watson sticks with the 6 games, I think the ceiling is win the division.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wrote this before Deshaun Watson, but I said the defense and running game is good enough to tolerate bad QB play if Deshaun Watson is not to play. If they're to play, I'd probably say that's their ceiling. They could win the division.
I don't think they will. I think that's the best case scenario, though.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. But their absolute floor or absolute ceiling would be winning the division.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Their floor for them, I have Deshaun Watson probably doesn't play.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson out for the year,
and
like probably I'd say 7-10.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 and 9.
I said that their absolute floor is finishing last in the division, and they go back to being the same old Browns.
No.
They were the 0-17 Browns. Baker came in and lit that franchise on fire, and they just trade him away. They go right back to.
I don't think
the same old Browns.
Even if Deshaun doesn't play, they're not coming last in the division.
You don't think so?
Nah, they're better than the Steelers.
Really?
Yeah. I'd argue they're better than the Ravens, but. That's just me. Even without Deshaun.
Even without him. And without Jimmy G. Just like straight roster they have.
Straight Jacoby Brissett, yeah. Amari Cooper over Rashad Bateman.
Amari Cooper.
I have to say Jacoby Brissett or Lamar Jackson. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt or J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards.
Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb.
And Njoku or Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Myles Garrett or Calais Campbell.
Oh, Myles Garrett.
Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams or Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters.
Humphrey and Peters, definitely. All day. Not even close.
I don't
I like Greedy Williams. I liked him in college. He was a stud in college.
I think he's their number 2. I could be wrong though, but I think Greedy's their number 2.
Yeah, that sounds right, but oh no.
I'm taking the Browns. Browns are better. I'd argue the Browns are better than the Ravens without Deshaun.
Hot take to end this episode. I like it. Scorching. That's all I got.
I was about to say, I don't got anything else to add.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Doses.